The World Cup is hitting the United States, bringing billion-dollar stadiums, neon lights, and peak luxury. But behind all this modern glamour lies a wild truth. The tournament that literally stops the world today started 96 years ago in complete and utter chaos, fistfights, and pure madness. Imagine a World Cup with 0 qualifying rounds, unfinished stadiums, and players who had to spend weeks crossing the ocean on their own dime just to play. Welcome to 1930 in Uruguay, the dark, beautiful, and completely unhinged history of the first ever World Cup. When FIFA announced Uruguay as the host, European powerhouses like Italy, Spain, and Germany totally lost their minds and boycotted the tournament. They refused to travel that far. But amidst the drama, King Carol II of Romania did something absolutely insane. He was such a massive football fan that he personally selected the entire Romanian squad himself. He even forced their employers to give them a 3-month paid vacation so they wouldn't lose their jobs. Finally, the teams from France, Belgium, and Romania boarded a legendary ship called the SS Conte Verde. This journey across the Atlantic was a total nightmare. The brutal ocean waves triggered massive seasickness, leaving players constantly throwing up and barely able to leave their beds. But even then, they had to practice on the ship's deck, and they lived with a terrifying fear. Every time someone kicked a ball too hard, it splashed straight into the deep ocean. With a strictly limited supply of balls, the players were terrified that if they lost just one more ball to the Atlantic, they wouldn't even have anything to play with when they arrived in Uruguay. July 13th, 1930. The main stadium in Uruguay wasn't even finished yet, so the opening match between France and Mexico happened on a tiny field in freezing weather. In the 19th minute, France's Lucien Laurent fired a brutal shot right into the net, scoring the first ever World Cup goal. But there were no multi-million-dollar fireworks. Laurent later said that when he scored, nobody realized they were making history. There were no bonuses. He just went to the locker room and celebrated by eating a simple chocolate bar. Then came the biggest shocker of the tournament, the United States. Today, Americans might look at soccer with a bit of indifference, but in 1930, Team USA terrified the world. The American roster was packed with massive, tall, and physically dominant players. The European teams mocked them, calling them shot putters instead of soccer players. But these shot putters destroyed the competition, cruising all the way to the semifinals, a record that stands as America's greatest World Cup run in history. July 30th, 1930. The final match was a brutal war between bitter rivals Argentina and Uruguay. The referee, John Langinas, was so terrified of the crowd that he demanded life insurance before stepping onto the pitch and made sure a getaway boat was waiting for him at the harbor so he could escape the country the second the whistle blew. The real drama started before kickoff when both teams demanded to play with their own match ball. With neither side backing down, the referee made a wild compromise. They played the first half with Argentina's ball, and guess what? Argentina dominated, leading 2-1. But in the second half, Uruguay's ball was brought out. Suddenly, the Uruguayan players turned into monsters, scoring 3 unanswered goals to win 4-2, becoming the first official World Cup champions. Today's game might be more high-tech, but without the absolute craziness of those 13 teams, the seasick journeys, and the 2-ball final, the global obsession we love today would never have been born. So, Press Trigger Army, which part of this insane history shocked you the most? Argentina's ball magic or America's legendary semifinal run? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe to Press Trigger for more cinematic sports documentaries. See you in the next one. Stay triggered.